Today is potentially a very pivotal episode, not only for our season, but also for Switzerland as a whole in terms of building a nation. We play AIK of Sweden. If we win over the two legs, we're in the Champions League. Also, Basel play Red Star of Serbia. If they win over two legs, they will also be into the Champions League. And not only that, St. Gallen and Young Boys both have themselves an opportunity to get into the Europa League 2 if they beat RFS of Latvia and Partizan of Serbia. I don't think anyone else is in the qualifying for the Europa League. No, they're not. The Europa League 2. So there are potentially 4 teams into European football, group stage football, come the end of this episode. We have to beat AIK, and I think we do have ourselves a chance. So we have no Figueiredo, Herc or Hamza Rafia for this match, but we are still looking like quite a strong side. We've got Nasberg in the middle of defence alongside Romagna, Bernard and Toma. Vlap is going to be playing in the shadow striker role where Hamza Rafia would be normally playing. This is the pivotal game. If we can do well in Sweden, I think we are good enough to do well back home in Switzerland. 13 minutes on the clock. Vlap crosses in from Schmid. Sipot down. Han is there. Can't quite get his shot away. It's going to be a corner early on in the match. Who's going to be the one to take it? It is Toma, the most expensive summer signing I think we've ever done. It's a header clear from a long-named central defender. I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce that. Bernard to Nasberg. Plays it across. Highlight ends. We are so far, and I say this with a bit of caution, having a lot of the ball as a highlight starts with AIK on the ball. It is a Afori down the line, finds Haliti. He's got some space as well. Stops, plays it back. Afori collects it. Now Hussein, we need to steal this, and we do. Bernard finds Sene, lumps it upfield, finds Han. He's got no support. He's going to have to go solo. We're going to go for that pun again. Han solo, crosses the ball in. It's a header clear. It's not very good so far, but Thomas collected it. Still, highlight is alive. Aragoni missed a lot of last season through a poor injury, a bad injury, not a poor injury. And have we scored? What's happened? I wanted some VAR there. I feel like we might have scored then. Free kick in a good position. Toma's going to be the one to take it, whipping it in, hopefully a bit like a corner towards Han. Doesn't find him. Toma's going to get the ball back. He does. Bernard to Romagna, the centre-back. Back to Bernard. Han's there. It's a blasted effort from Han, but he was going to be flagged for offside. You could see it a mile off. We are getting VAR, just to confirm, but he was onside. Okay, I thought he was offside. I genuinely thought he was offside, unless there was like a full-back playing him on. It was very tight, but I'll take it. Still plenty of time to play in the first half, and we've got the ball again. It's Alan Aragoni to Vlap, the shadow striker. Finds Sipot, ball forward, finds Han. Is he going to get his second of the game? He probably should have done. It is saved by the keeper, and that's going to do it for the highlight. Until a couple of minutes later, apparently, where Grasshoppers, we have the ball. Schmid to Vlap. Left-hand side is Sene. Has to stop, plays it all the way across to the right towards Sipot, flicked head towards Han. It's gone all the way back to the keeper. So this still hasn't had a chance in it just yet, so it is going to carry on. Big kick over the halfway line, controlled superbly well by Stefanelli. He's gone off towards that left-hand side, backwards to Haliti. Stefanelli's in again. Did he just try a Rabona? Is that what he just tried there to cross the ball? And it was full-on David Dunn-esque, I think. Ayari could be his name. It's a great through ball. Bahoui with a saved effort from Gelmi. Those are words I can speak. Half time, we do go in with the lead. It's actually a little bit closer than it potentially could have been. It does look like AIK came in towards the end of the first half. We're going to do no changes. I'm looking at Sene. I'm looking at Vlap. Those are two players that I don't think are doing particularly well. Toma as well is on a 6-6. Sipot's ball forward. It's not very good. Romagna's going to collect it. One of our 3 players on a yellow card. Crosses it in. I think that might have been Toma that was going for it. Nope, that's Toma there. Not sure who was going for that then. Toma plays it into Vlap. First time shot from Michel Vlap? Is it Michel or Michael? I'm just calling Vlap. Vlap scored. It's 2-0. Vlap is an absolute unit, isn't he? How big is Vlap? He's 6'2". He looks bigger. He looks massive in the match engine. It might be because everybody else around him is about 5'9". Goal kick for AIK. We are still only 10 minutes into the second half. Ayari collects it. Schmid intercepts though and passes it back to Gelmi. Romagna to Aragoni to Toma. The 3 booked players, or 3 or 4 booked players now. Someone else has picked up a yellow card. Afori to Haliti. Need to put some pressure on Haliti. He seems to get a lot of the ball. Same with Afori. Stefanelli spins. Ball through to Ayari. Gelmi comes off his line. It was a mistake from Gelmi. Should have stuck to his area or his 6-yard box. It is 2-1. Right, 60 minutes on the clock. We are going to have to do a change. I think we're going to do Romagna for Noah Loosely, mainly because of a yellow card. We've got 3 out of 4 defenders booked. We're also going to do Petar Pusic coming on for Sene. Do we also do... I'm looking at Montiel potentially as our final change of the match. I feel bad for Pusic. Pusic missed a lot of last season through a bad injury, much like Aragoni, and he's come back and he's just not getting in the team at all. Schmid with the ball finds Vlap, our second goal scorer. Alan Aragoni's there, and Alan Aragoni makes it 3-1. His first goal of the season. That kind of came out of absolutely nowhere. We are going to hopefully pick up the win, which is good for coefficients. I keep saying it, but we need to make sure we win every game, regardless of how well we do. We just need to make sure we keep winning games. We're going to do Vlap coming off for Montiel, and then I think we're going to do a rearrange. That could work. Into the final 10 minutes. Can we make it 4 and put this tie beyond any shadow of a doubt? It is Bernard with the ball. Back to Nasberg. Loosely's picked up a yellow card as well. So we're back to 3 defenders having yellow cards. Schmid with the ball. Plays it backwards to Bernard. Back to Schmid. First time cross on the ground. Not the best cross though, was it? And now AIK with the ball in their penalty area. Kick over the halfway line, but straight to Nasberg. Control well. Schmid to Sipot. Swapping sides. Gets some space for himself. Tries to curl it in the top corner, but hits it just over the bar. Seems to be quite a lot of highlights in this game, doesn't there? Hussein across. Finds Tihi, who's crossed it in. Aragoni calmly back to Gelmi, who blasts it into, I assume, their player's head. Bernard with the ball for us though. Schmid. We've got Han up there. Bernard collects it again. Pusic to Schmid. The fullback. Get him forward. Sipot to Han. We're trying to pass our way through. And I feel like the through ball. There it is. Finds Petar Pusic. Takes a touch. Why did he take a touch? It doesn't matter. He's put the ball in the back of the net. It is 4-1 away from home against AIK. And I think we might be in the Champions League group stage. We're still not finished. We've got more highlights. We've got 4 minutes of normal time plus injury time to play. Are we going to make it 5? Aragoni, loads and loads of space for the right back. He's going to go for a run down the line. 2-3 maybe in the box. Montiel crosses. Sipot's there. Kai Sipot makes it 5. And we have just turned the burners on in the second half. And we have put this tie to bed. And we've still got another 90 minutes to play. If you looked at those match stats and didn't know the score, you'd think that AIK and we drew. You'd think that maybe it had been a 2-2 draw, a 3-3 draw, something like that. The fact that Gelmi gets a 7.6 shows that we just defended superbly well. Gelmi was top-notch. We win the game, and now we have to go back to Switzerland to invite the Swedish side over and just not lose, really. And not only did we win our first tie, so did Basel. I don't know what has happened with the Europa League 2 matches. Can we see? Is this the match? Are these the ones we're after? I don't know. I don't think they've been played yet. So yeah, Young Boys versus RFS. Okay, right. We will come back in a moment. We are going to be playing Young Boys in the league, but we'll come back for the second leg against AIK, where we should hopefully just confirm ourselves into the Champions League group stages. And then I guess we're probably going to have the group draw as well. Those are words. Right, we are just the other side of the Young Boys game, and we have drawn our third game of the season. We are currently undefeated. However, we have drawn 3 out of 4. But we've played 2 of the biggest teams in the league in Young Boys and Basel. We've drawn Luzern. We've beaten Schaffenhausen, who are currently sat on bottom of the table. So, realistically, the only way is up. Before we play the second leg against AIK, we do have some transfer business. And I am going to regret this because I'm not going to be able to say his name. Is it Julemanot? Julemano? I might just call him JG. Although that's also awkward to say as well. Signed from St Gallen. 131 appearances, 34 goals from St Gallen. He's cost 2 million. It's actually going to go up to potentially 2.3. A lot of this money is over the next 3 seasons. Brought him in because, for the main reason, he's Swiss, and secondly, he's actually pretty good as well. He's already played once for us against Young Boys, and he was alright. So, for the second leg, it's basically sorted, isn't it? Ignore the fact that Petar Pusic is playing a right back. Alan Aragoni has picked up too many yellow cards, so he is suspended, and we've only got 1 right back. They did suggest playing Figueiredo. However, I thought to myself, we play a wing-back on attack. I think Pusic might be able to do a decent job there. We shouldn't need to defend. We're 5-1 up. 5 minutes on the clock, and Pusic crosses the ball in. It's gone over everybody. Sene just about keeps it alive. Bernard in the middle. It's taken a deflection. Han keeps that alive and almost manages to get something from it. And now, AIK potentially getting themselves something instead. Hussein with the ball. Sebastian Larsson, who is 38 years of age, still playing football. He's not very good. Was he ever any good? Raffia with the ball on the right-hand side. Tries to cross and can't manage it. And again, it's AIK with the ball. We seem to get the ball in very good positions and then just lose out, and I'm not quite sure why we're doing it. Pusic intercepts, and now Hamza Raffia returning from his injury on the right-hand side. Can he get the cross away? He does. Sene's there, gets on the end of it. Han is there to mop up the pieces. Han is going to get flagged for being offside again. Although, I am sure Han has scored about 10 goals that get flagged for offside and then get awarded. That one this time has been disallowed, annoyingly. Almost half an hour on the clock and we have picked up a free kick in a very, very good position. Hamza Raffia is going to be the one to step up and take it. Right-footed, almost finds the top corner instead, hits the outside of the post and it goes wide. AIK haven't had a shot yet, or maybe they just had one shot, which is why we have a goal kick. We have been absolutely dominant, but we just haven't managed to find the back of the net yet. Schmid with the ball finds Sene on the left-hand side, the former Basel man. Bernard, ball forward, finds Schmid on the left-hand side. 3 in the box. It's not managed to find any one of our players. Toma invites Petar Pusic forward with the ball down the right-hand side. 5 in the middle. Toma, can he get his cross away? He does. Han's been shot. Han's actually got shot from a sniper. What happened there? I'm not going to lie. The referee's looking at the VAR. I want to see that again. He went flying. If that's a penalty, I'm going to be surprised because nobody should go down that drastically, that dramatically. Oh, fair enough, that is a penalty. So it is going to be, I think, Hamza Raffia, maybe Montiel actually, he's number 15. It is Montiel stepping up to take it. It is straight down the middle, and it doesn't matter anyway. The keeper could not save that one. The keeper didn't even move, and we still managed to put the ball in the back of the net. It is 6-1 on aggregate. We are going to the Champions League group stages in Season 3. Steadily approaching half-time, but more highlights are coming. Romagna all the way back to Ludovico Gelmi. Romagna again. I do want to play Jamie Cumming, because Jamie Cumming is very good, but Gelmi's he's just our number one. You don't just get rid of your number one because you've got somebody who's just as good. Hamza Raffia, ball forward, finds Sene. What a ball that is. Sene's effort is saved superbly by the goalkeeper. We do obviously still have the corner, and we are going to see it. Raffia towards the back post. Can't find Han. It's cleared. AIK have done very little in this match so far, although they are coming forward, which is always a concern. I mean, it's a weird cross. They didn't even say it was a cross. They said that was a pass. Otieno finds that man, intercepted, and Pusic can get the ball forward. Now Bernard, still deep in our own half. Hamza Raffia, is he going to go for a run? No, he doesn't. Finds the goal scorer Montiel, who I'm not sure why he's taken penalties. I imagine he just has the best penalties in our team. I haven't set anyone up to take any of those. It is Otieno on the left-hand side again, though, for AIK. Stranagard plays it across to Sebastian Larsson. Don't give away a free kick because Larsson's very good at them, and Hussein is very good at long-range efforts as well. Apparently, it's 1-1. Free kick from Pusic to Raffia at the back post. It's gone in. It was a very quick highlight. We didn't see what happened to win the free kick. Raffia's been flagged for offside. I think this is going to count. It has counted. So, yeah, I feel like it was very difficult for anyone to be offside there. Hamza Raffia makes it 2-1. An almost instant response from that Hussein goal. I mean, there's only one line there. That doesn't help anybody. Well, we're 7-2 up on aggregate with 45 minutes left to play. I'm happy. I'm happy we're doing well. Do we do any changes? Maybe we need to look at fitness for some of our players. Sene, arguably the player that we need to be looking to bring off just basically down to fitness. Haliti for AIK. Hussein, can he score another wonder goal? Plays it back to Papagiannopoulos, could be his name. Larsson to Bahawi. Staffanelli takes a touch, sends it past Gelmi, and it's 2-2. Or should I say 7-3? I don't quite know. Realistically, we need to win the game. Coefficient points, everybody. Well, there's been one highlight in the second half, and it resulted in a goal. So we're going to do ourselves some changes. We are going to... What are we going to do? What do we do here? Do we do Montiel onto... I mean, we've got no options at all. I'm just picking people at random. They recommend bringing Vlap on him right back. I think loosely. He's got no pace. We're still going for it. We're going to bring on loosely for Sene in the right back position. Obviously, Pusic and Montiel have moved around up front. Do we do Gilles as well? I don't think we do. We'll do Vlap coming on in that position. There we go. We do need to get ourselves a winner. I would also like Han to score a goal because he has scored a lot of goals so far this season. Pretty much every game he's played in bar 1 or 2. So I want to keep him on that goal-scoring run. And it's cleared. Petar Pusic is the man to eventually get the ball clear. They should be winning. 2 minutes of injury time. It doesn't look like anything is going to happen. Gelmi has kind of had a bit of a shocker there, hasn't he? How have we conceded 2 when their XG is 1 and only scored 2 when our XG is 2.69? That's a bit nuts. Gelmi has to be the one getting the finger pointed at him because he's basically cost us some coefficient points there, fella. Oh, I see it. I see it. £12.65 million for getting to the Champions League at group stage. I think we're still waiting on whether... No, Basel are there. Basel have made it through as well. So we have 2 Swiss teams in the Champions League. I don't think the Europa League 2 is finished just yet. We can see Young Boys are 2-1 up after their first leg. St. Gallen are 2-1 down after their first leg. We are going to go forward. I think we're going to go forward until tomorrow, where the group stages will be drawn and we will find who will beat us, probably 6-0 in the Champions League. So we know we are in pot 4. We are 4th seeds. I've obviously done the first couple of rounds, and let's face it, no group is easy there, is it? Ajax-Atalanta is the easiest of those groups, then maybe Arsenal-Leipzig. Every group is going to be tough, and adding a third team is just going to make everything tougher. I think Group B, if we're going to try and win anything, Group B maybe is the one to go, because I think we could beat Ajax, we could beat Atalanta, we could beat Bayer. Group H we want to avoid like the plague, that's horrible. Group A also is horrible. We are in Group A. We're in Group A, Man City, Bayern and Benfica. Luckily for us, by the way, Man City, they have Haaland. They signed him in game. They signed him for 122 million. Oh, I thought we started this save before this happened, and he does it anyway. Well, let's hope that Basel have themselves a somewhat favourable draw. I'd say they do. I'd say that's a somewhat favourable draw. They could be able to beat Villarreal. They could beat Leipzig. They could beat Arsenal. It's probably a push. We just now need to hope that we finish 3rd place in both of our groups, because then we'll drop down into the Europa League and it's all about coefficient points. Speaking of coefficient points, how many have we got? So we start the season off in 14th place. We are on a 5.9 already, so we have increased by 2 points. And we already have, we still have 6 games to play for us, 6 games for Basel, potentially 1 team as well getting into the Europa Conference League. So what does that mean? Up to 12th, up to 11th place. We're going up to 11th place, moving Ukraine down. So if we go to 11th place, that is 2 teams pretty much in the Champions League. We're 1 stage away. We might even be able to get that team in Europa League 2 in Europa League 2. So things are looking up. Next episode then, what are we going to do? We're going to do some Champions League games. I don't know when, because they're not in our calendar yet, but we're definitely going to do 2 Champions League games in the next episode, and hopefully we're going to get back on track when it comes to league matches as well, because so far we've drawn a lot and we haven't won many. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll be back with episode 3 of season 3, and we're probably playing against Erling Haaland.